Hello all, welcome to today's video of types of earthing. In this video, we will be discussing what is the concept earthing is, then we will be discussing what are the different needs of earthing, and then what are different types of earthing. Let's start with the earthing concept. So earthing is what? It is simply a connection between a device to be protected and the earth. Means suppose there is any severe current or fault current which is going to be flowing through the appliance, that current can be provided to the earth by a least resistance path. So to connect the metallic part of an electrical appliance with the earth is called as a earthing or grounding. In other words, to connect the metallic part of any electrical machinery and devices to the earth plate is called as electrical earthing. So it should be done by the low resistance path, and hence these earthing processes are various kind of things. So based on these processes we are having some types, and based on some connections we are having some types of the earthing. So connection of the neutral point of that particular power system connected to the earth is also called as a earthing. So what is earthing or grounding? Both are the same terms, only the difference is that the grounding word is not used in non-American, not used in American countries, whereas they use only earthing term. Whereas in non-American countries like India, we also use grounding concept, but both are the same. Now let's move forward with the need of earthing to avoid the or minimize the danger of the electrocution. Means what? Suppose any part is having a fault current, or due to some short circuit there is any higher amount of current which may cause a severe damage to human body, then we allow a passage of current through to the earth by using the earthing. So that this thing can be visualized by this particular diagram. If you can see on the screen, see, suppose there is a appliance like one phase secondary distribution of the transformer is shown in the diagram, and the live wire is opened up. Now suppose through that electrical equipment a person gets into contact with that particular equipment, then he will be flowing that high amount of current, and his body will be damaged through that particular current, because fault current is not in milliamperes or a less ampere, it will be a higher current which can damage the human body. And then it allows a path from that electrical appliance to the grounding. Now our agenda is to protect the human from this particular um, cause or accident. So what we are going to do, we will allow a grounding potential. Means this ground can be connected to the equipment, provided that the resistance provided by ground will be less than the resistance of the human body. If the resistance of human body is almost equal to the ground connected, then some amount of current will again flow through the human body, which is undesirable. So we need to keep in mind that the resistance offered by the earthing system must be much less as compared to the human body. Now our agenda is to uh, discuss the terms. So let's discuss the terms of the grounding. So there are some important terms which are related to the grounding. First one is earth. So what is earth? It is not like earth means the earth we are having, but earth in the earthing system is discussed as the connection provided between the appliance and the earth. Means whatever it will be, whether it will be a plate or a rod or a pipe, whatever it will be, that system is called as a earth, or that particular proper connection between any electrical term is called as a earth. Now what is earth? Earth is the device which is to be protected, or the simply we can say appliance which is to be protected from the earthing. So also based on the types of earthing we are having some important terms as a solidly earth. So what does solidly earth means? Whenever the electrical device is, or a appliance or electric installation is connected to the earth electrode without a fuse or circuit breaker or any resistance or impedance, means simply a pure wire, then it is called as a solidly earth. Whereas earth electrode, whenever a conductor buried in the earth for a electrical earthing system, it is known as earth electrode. The earth electrodes are in the different shapes like conductive plate, they can be a metal pipe or metal water pipe or any conductor, anything which is offering a low resistance and providing a good connection between device and the earth. Also, we are having earthing lead, one of the term which is not mentioned in this screen. The earthing lead is the conductor wire or conductive strip connected between the earth electrode and the electrical installation system, and devices called these devices are called as a earthing lead. Now, what is earth continuity conductor? The conductor wire which is connected among the different electrical devices or appliances like distribution board, different plugs or appliances are called as a earth continuity conductor. Means what? Suppose your house is earth at the just very near to the distribution point, or our house is earth at some of the ground floor, and your house is having 3-floor building. Then there must be a earthing wire which is circulated throughout the complete house from each board to other board. That wire is called as a earth continuity conductor, which we used to call it as a neutral, but it is not a neutral. Neutral is connected to the earth, that's why we say it as a neutral. Next, earth resistance. This is the total resistance offered by earth electrode and offered by the earth electrode, or simply the resistance offered between the electric appliance and the earth. Okay, it is not the resistance offered by the earth or soil, it is just a resistance offered by the system which we are providing for the continuity of the earthing. So based on the some processes, means how to create the earthing, there are 3 types like plate earthing, pipe earthing and rod earthing. And based on the connections, there are 2 types: neutral earthing or equipment earthing. Basically, neutral earthing and equipment earthing are slightly different things. In neutral earthing, the neutral of power system or that particular supply will be earth, and equipment earthing, the equipment, any part of the machine or that equipment directly connected to the ground, so that if any current is flowing through that particular equipment or the outer body of that equipment, then that current will flow directly to the ground and it will not cause any damage to the system. But let's discuss in detail pipe earthing, plate earthing and rod earthing. So let's see the plate earthing. The diagram shows plate earthing diagram. If you can see in the diagram justifies the plate is buried inside the earth uh, around at 6 feet or 3 meter, 10 feet and 3 meter we can say. And that plate is a type of connection provided between the appliance and earth, and hence this type is called as a plate earthing. So in plate earthing we generally have a dimension of 60 centimeter into 60 by 60 by 3.11 mm. Means that will be that should be the area of the particular plate, and the plate should be of copper. Now this copper plate is buried inside the vertical pitch we can say, or earth pit we say, and in vertically it should be buried in the earth nearly 10 feet below the ground level. Now for proper earthing system we need to follow some steps uh, which are to be given in the manuals or instructions which are to be followed for a proper earthing. If you can see the diagram, we can see that there is a channel connected, means a pattern is provided from ground level to the bottom level, and hence we need to follow this particular dimensions, or we need to follow this particular pattern when you are dealing with the plate earthing. If we try to discuss pipe earthing, then in pipe earthing again the upper half of the pipe earthing remains, plate earthing remains same, where we are going to have a, a cover hinged we can say for a plate or pipe both, and it is buried below the ground level for first 3 feet, and then below that up to 10 feet we can have a pipe buried in the earth. Now in place of plate we are burying a pipe. It will be a water pipe or anything which is going to provide a conducting material. Now if you can see, the salt layer need to be provided. It is not the regular salt we use in the cooking, but it is a we can say crystal salt, which is generally used in the earthing, and that salt is good for providing earthing system, and hence we need to fill the earth pit by that particular salt for let's say 3 to 4 feet, and then we need to bury that particular rod into the salt layer. Similarly, we are having a rod earthing. So it is again similar with the pipe earthing. It is also, we can say, a type of pipe earthing, but a shortcut way. Means in pipe earthing we need to follow some of the things, but in rod earthing we can directly uh, directly bury the rod, or we can directly place the rod inside the earth by using a hammer. We can hammer it and the rod will go inside. There are several parts of the rod, where the topmost part is a steel diving cap, uh, which is generally like a nut, then copper earth rod, which is followed by a dowel, and then copper earth rod again, and then a hardened steel tip. The steel tip, which is thinner in the shape like a arrow, and it helps the rod to get buried inside the earth very easily when it is heated by the hammer. So these are different types of the earthing. As I told you, there are two different types of neutral earthing and equipment earthing. In both neutral and equipment earthing, we are having a connection system. Means in neutral earthing, let's say a transformer, the neutral of the transformer will be earthed into the system, and hence the we can say that it is neutrally tied ground. Also the equipment. So what are the purpose of this earthing are to protect the workers who are regularly coming into contact with these transformers, let's say in the at the substations, to keep the voltage device constant in the healthy phase system. In case of single phase transformer, it should be a single phase to ground fault. Okay. Also there are many types. So the classification of neutral earthing can be given in terms of TN, TT, or IT, we can say. So TN stands for neutral connection or transformer neutral earth, TN, and TT stands for transformer neutral earth frame earth, means neutral and frame both. Then IT. IT is the unearthed transformer neutral, but the frame, means TN, TT, and IT are three types of neutral earthing, where TN is the neutral connected of the transformer with the earth. TT stands for both neutral and body of the transformer connected to the earth, and IT stands for the only body of the transformer connected to earth, not the neutral point. In TN, we are again having three different types like TNC, TNS, and TNCS, where these also are the types of connections of earthing only. So if you are much interested or enthusiastic, please look into those types. I am repeating: TNC, TNS, and TNCS. Thank you for watching the video.